Hello and welcome to CNN News 18. This is Komalika Sengupta. Good evening, everybody. And we have with us today our senior editor, Shogoto Mukhopadhyay, who is also joining us from Calcutta. And for the last 48 hours, me and Shogoto, we were really, discussing about how is going to be the new cabinet. And so the big Bengal cabinet reshuffle has taken place with 8 new faces, and new people have come. Some seniors, some seniors luggage, little more luggage of departments have been reduced. Shogata, just wanted to get a first reaction. Is this what we were expecting?
Well, Kamalika, if you see, I am really not surprised at the way the cabinet reshuffle has taken place today. I mean, most of the names, the new inductees, were already known. There were no real surprises in there. We were also, kind of expecting that certain senior leaders in the party who had been holding senior positions in the cabinet for a long time now would be relieved of some of their duties, which has indeed happened. We were also expecting that Mamata Banerjee would respond to this increasing cry amid the people on the ground as to the fate of the other SSC scam tainted minister Paresh Adhikari. What happens to him? Will he be removed like Partha Chatterjee? Well, he indeed has been removed. So really, no surprises in any of it, any of that there. But if you ask me, the real takeaway from this cabinet reshuffle is that I think Mamata Banerjee really has played a balancing act in this reshuffle. There was a lot of pressure on her in terms, there are unconfirmed reports that there was this pressure from within the party itself, where there was this pressure to remove some of these old guards and bring in fresh new faces. One man, one post policy to be implemented as best as possibly can. All of that was there in all of this. It seems Mamata Banerjee has accepted some of those and have rejected some of those. It's very typical of Mamata Banerjee, actually, Gomalika, to not bow down before any kind of pressure. And that's exactly what we saw happen in this particular case as well. While we saw Firad Hakim being, relieved of some of the important cabinet positions, portfolios like transport and housing, we also saw another old guard of Mamata Banerjee, Arup Biswas, Shobhandev Chattopadhyay, all being allocated additional portfolios, increasing their responsibilities within the party, or rather within the government. What we also saw is that there was this. We knew at this time around that there would be some focus on the tribal faces within the cabinet, and we did indeed see Birbaha Hansda from Jhargram, the tribal MLA and actor in her own acclaim, has been given additional responsibility this time around. So if you ask me, no real surprises in there, but my real takeaway: balancing act by Mamata Banerjee, accepting some of those, the demands coming in from within the party, and rejecting some of these demands that also came in from within the party. So that's kind of a balancing act that has been played by Mamata Banerjee. Babul Supriyo had been waiting for a long time in queue. He was in the pipeline. He was waiting for a long time now, and he has now been given two important portfolios: information, culture and information, at the same time tourism. And Babul Supriyo, as we all know, is very, very excited. He wants to come back to the fore. He wanted to be in the hub of things right from the very beginning. So obviously, let's see how things go in terms of the other ministers, Snehasis, Chakraborty, and others who have been also given very important portfolios. Komalika.
Another interesting point, I think, Shogato, which I think we should analyze and emphasis, is that the factor of government and party. Government and party, we remember that just before Mamata Banerjee declared that she's going to have a change in the cabinet, just 10 minutes before to that, there was a party reshuffle, and we clearly saw that people like, and that was the reason probably that there is no surprise today, because people who were like Partha Bhowmick, who was removed from the post of North Barakpur president post. Shomen Mahapatra, who was a minister, got the president post of Midnapur. These were certain signals which really gave us the feel, and the people the feel, that now the government and the party will be different. And the most important reason for that, what I'm also getting it from my sources, that if one minister is totally pressurized by more number of departments, and he's also managing the party, number one, it becomes the pressure comes on more on him, number one. Number two, the problem comes, there's a chance of corruption. Remember Shogato, Shubhendu Adhikari, how many ministry he used to run, and he was observer of so many districts. So there were, another PowerPoint politics also started coming in, and the fact that the party does not have any observers now, that is there also. That Birbaha Hansda, who is a tribal person from there, she is empowered from there. And another interesting thing is obviously the slow but steady rise of Shoshi Paja, who is the woman welfare minister for long. She has been the daughter-in-law of Ajit Paja, a very old senior of Mamata Banerjee. So woman, and we also see a totality of Bengal representation from Udayan Guha in the north to Ahmedabad. We have seen like Kuch Bihar, where Trinamool Congress has not done good even in 2021. Then we saw Ahmedabad, Satyajit Barman getting. Snehasis Chakraborty is also another interesting character from Hooghly, who has been always very modest, and he has been given with the responsibility of transport. As you rightly pointed out, that Mamata Banerjee wants her party to be with the old guards and the new guards. And let me tell you, the new guard also are of the opinion that let's fight together. And this is the team which is going to actually play it out for the Panchayat. This is the team which will be playing out for the 2024 game. So this everything was known to everybody. The names were coming in, and the ministry, the ministry reshuffle that actually took place. Obviously, Babul was. We all knew that Babul will be coming in what way, which department. And another interesting, Shogato, if you could put a little more light on this, as I am also getting that Molloy Ghotok, he has lost one department, because the ministry which Molloy Ghotok holds, essentially the law ministry, that is really making West Bengal government very busy nowadays. So that is why the other department, PWD department, is no more with him. What is your take on that?
Well, I'll just answer your question, Kamalika, but let me just tell you that since I'm covering this, Partha Chatterjee or Pita Mukherjee's, production before Calcutta, before the Bankshal court, and it's already raining outside. So let me just find a shelter first, because it's not just to save me, but I'm trying to save my mobile phone from the rain that has now just come. Okay, I am inside one of the safe places here at the court. But let me tell you, as far as Molloy Ghotok is concerned, and that's very interesting. Molloy Ghotok had apparently himself wanted to get rid of the Public Works Department, and he did not want the Public Works Department to be with him, and he apparently had made a request to that effect to Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. But then publicly, of course, he said that it will all depend on Mamata Banerjee herself. The leader's decision will be the final decision, and he has nothing more to say to that. But of course, he wanted to get rid of the Public Works Department and keep only the Law and Judiciary Department with him, which of course, as you rightly pointed out, will play a very, very important role, not just now in the wake of all that's happening in Bengal, with the government tangled in all kinds of legal hassles at this point in time on various issues, not just now, but in the entire run-up to the 2024 elections. But Mamata Banerjee has definitely obliged him. That is what I would say. It is, as far as Molloy Ghotok is concerned, it's not the clipping of wings. Unlike, say, for example, Firad Hakim, Firad Hakim never wanted to get rid of any of those departments. Molloy Ghatok did. And there is a difference. While Mamata Banerjee obliged Molloy Ghatok in certain respect, she actually streamlined Firad Hakim's work in other ways, because Firad Hakim, as you know, is the mayor of Kolkata. It makes every sense for him to retain the urban development department with him, but there is no reason why he should keep the transport department with him. There is no reason why he should keep the housing department. So those have been taken away. Municipal affairs, fine. Urban development, fine. At the same time, you remain the mayor of Kolkata. But let me, ponder a bit upon this issue of one man, one
Yeah,
post within the
right.
Trinamool Congress party. That's right. That's the main issue over here.
Yeah.
Will Abhishek Banerjee's slogan of one man, one post within the party, at which we already know was being severely contested by certain old guards in the past, including names like Firad Hakim and Partha Chatterjee. Partha Chatterjee is obviously now completely out of the race for reasons known to both you and me. Firad Hakim is now kind of being clipped his wings, but is Mamata Banerjee actually, trying to get closer to that aim of one man, one post within the party? I don't think that has happened in this particular cabinet reshuffle. You see, many senior leaders have been given additional responsibilities. So Shobhandev Chattopadhyay, Shashi Panja, Arup Biswas, all of them have multiple portfolios still with them, and they are also in different organizational responsibilities within the party. You know, Shashi Panja plays a role in the women's wing of the Trinamool Congress. You know that the Arup Biswas has definite responsibilities within the party. We do know that despite all of that, Firad Hakim also has a definite responsibilities within the party. He has he retains office bearers positions within the party, and he is still the mayor. He is still the minister of many departments. So my point is that what I've been maintaining right from the beginning, Komolika, is that there is this balancing act. Do not do it in one go, maybe one step at a time. Keep some people happy. Keep most of the people within the do not allow any kind of, so to say, sort of backlash within the party. Mamata Banerjee certainly can't afford that at this
Yeah,
stage. So that
absolutely.
is the reason why I think in the run-up to the 2024 elections, at a time when the Mamata Banerjee government is riddled with so many problems, Kamolika, riddled with so many problems, Mamata Banerjee just did what she is very good at doing, which is play the balancing act. That's what she did.
Also, let me add to it, as I'm also getting it from my sources. You rightly pointed out that it's balancing act. At the same time, the Rome was not day. So slowly and slowly, the theory of one man, one post is only because nobody should be burdened with more responsibility. If somebody is burdened with more responsibility, then a lot of other problem creeps up. We have seen what is the fate of Shubhendu Adhikari. And after that, if somebody is having small department, less of pressure, then he will perform much better. That's the logic behind one man, one post was. That's what that's what we are knowing it from the party insiders, people who advocate for one man, one post theory. But obviously, it's not possible for one day and even 2-3 months to do it. It will require time. But it is obviously, this is also one thing which I would like to analyze, is that there are saying that there are differences. Even any party has differences, and thesis and antithesis make synthesis. That's what is Trinamool Congress also. The insiders, the people who are close to the high command, what we are getting it from the sources, that they want to build up a team of the seniors and the juniors right together, because the differences set aside. Now it's panchayat polls for them, and see how she has also given importance to the panchayat department. Pulak Rai was a very important minister. He has been given more responsibility, but Panchayat department is now with Pradip Mazumder. Now, who is Pradip Mazumder? A person who knows in and out of agriculture. Because, the center state, the problem on with this panchayat, with the money thing and the other thing. So this is also one place where Mamata Banerjee really played it way. And also, let us say one thing, that the fact that there is now no tainted person, no tainted person in the sense Paresh Adhikari's thing came out in open. If he was a minister, he's removed. But there were questions on Partha Chatterjee. That will affect panchayat election. That's we have to see in 2024.
Well, Kaunika, I don't know whether I've heard you very clearly because there's a lot of noise around here because of this chaos that's happening in the court premises today. But there is this, I don't know whether you've covered this point in what you were saying so far because I haven't heard you very clearly. But there is this one very important point vis-a-vis today's cabinet reshuffle that I wanted to make, given this opportunity, which is that Mamata Banerjee has once again made it very, very clear within the party and also by this gesture of cabinet reshuffle as to who is the real boss. You see, Mamata Banerjee, there could be a lot of pressure on her at this point in time. We do know that she has, taken up a lot of organizational responsibilities in her own hands right now. There are very few things, Kaunika, right now that actually can, be passed within the party without Mamata Banerjee's knowledge and consent. Everything has to be rooted to, yes, and that has to be rooted through her. There has to be her nod in every bit of major organizational decision that is being taken. In this particular case as well, as far as the cabinet reshuffle goes, Mamata Banerjee has yet again shown that she could be brought under some pressure by some sections within the party, but she is not going to bow to all of them until she decides that she wants to do that. So this time, the balancing act that Mamata Banerjee has done is completely Mamata Banerjee applying her own mind, giving out that message that look, I am still the boss within the party. I am still the party supremo, and the party will run according to the way I want it to run. Given the fact that I'm riddled with these problems, these criticisms, so much pressure from the people, from the opposition parties, yet Mamata Banerjee retains her position as the supremo within the party, and she makes it apparent with the kind of decisions she takes vis-a-vis the cabinet reshuffle.
No, absolutely. You are correct because it's Mamata Banerjee's party. She has made the party. And हिंदी में कहावत है पत्ता भी नहीं हिलेगा ममता बनर्जी अगर नहीं चाहे तो that's the there. That's also that's there. But remember those days when Mamata Banerjee, what Roy was. And then how important Subrata Bokshi, Partha Chatterjee till last week was also that important to Mamata Banerjee, obviously. But at the same time, this is also an opposition call that there is a huge difference, between the new generation and the old generation, which is, I think, because I have been always covering, I've been concentrating more on this party. I know that the difference is more of as what opposition or people who want to spread this, that there is a difference. That campaign is more than that what is inside. It often happens that there are differences. Let us see Congress, let us see left. Every party has a problem, has difference of opinion, and that also this party too has. And let me also give a little bit number to the National General Secretary too, because he was a person who had to just handle it after 2019. He was there in 2011. Slowly and slowly, he was learning in things. But after 2019, when the big blow came, 18 MPs went to BJP. Then what happened? After that, he was in the back office. He was trying to work it out in the back office and learning every beat of what Mamata Banerjee was saying. And now the fact that 2021 election, Mamata Banerjee fought it like a tigress. And she is the only person who really could stop the Ashwamedh Ghoda, जिसको हम बोलते हैं, of BJP. But having said that, obviously there was on the other side the management of party to some extent. Abhishek Banerjee was also important from that point of time, and that's why he was promoted as National General Secretary. But Abhishek Banerjee, as what we also know, that he will not do anything without. She always looks up to her. That not decision, because that's been always saying there is no number two in the party. It's number one and it's Janta. So obviously balancing act by Mamata Banerjee, and we hope that Panchayat with this type of ministry and with this type of this type of new faces who has been given a chance, the old guards and new guards, which is a very old what I'll say, very old disease of Trinamool Congress, that they're always the faction fighting. If there are 4 people, there are 5 factions in Trinamool. Let us hope that Panchayat election will not see that, will not see violence in Panchayat election, because that's a very common feature.
I have a quick question before you wrap, Pawnik. I have a quick question for you. Do you think that this attempt by Mamata Banerjee to sort of maintain a kind of a balancing act, revitalize her cabinet, bring in new faces, reduce responsibilities of some old guards, enhance responsibilities of some old guards, and try and make a balance, make up for the void that is within the ministry in terms of also very senior leaders like Subriyo Mukherjee, Shadhan Pandey, who are now dead, Partha Chatterjee, who's now gone. Mamata Banerjee is trying to fill up those spaces. So there is a government to run, there is an administration to run, and there are 2 very important elections coming up. One is the Panchayat polls less than a year from now, and of course the all-important 2024 general elections. Do you think that this attempt by Mamata Banerjee to sort of repaint the government in a new light, will that help her in her run up to the panchayat and the general elections? Do you think this will make the cut?
Obviously, I think that there's so much of controversy or so much of differences that some people were trying to show and surface that there are differences between the old guards and the new guards. This decision of Mamata Banerjee says it all, that all are together. We have to fight this battle together, and obviously new guards are required. Look at Congress party, Shogoto. After Sonia Gandhi, after Sonia Gandhi, there's no one. Look at left. Left is still trying, but what after Jyoti Basu? Buddhadev Bhattacharya failed. So there was no next generation, and Mamata Banerjee always has advocated for generation next. She has always been speaking that yes, I want the coming generation to get prepared. So that is what the motto of Mamata Banerjee is, what I feel, and rightly they want now a team, because those are the ministers, the new ministers have been before briefed by the party in last 2 days separately. I know there has been separate meetings with the district leaders, I know. But after all these things, how much, and this is a very tough situation. Partha Chatterjee, this image, this money footage video has really tarnished the image of the party. So this new, we call brand rejuvenation. Obviously it's Mamata Banerjee.
Fair enough. Then Kamalika, would you say that if round 1, which involved removal of Partha Chatterjee and also this organizational rejig at the district level, this massive overhaul that happened at the district level, changing of district leaders, creating or rather remapping the district organizational structure, all that happened in round 1. If round 1 went to Abhishek Banerjee, then round 2 definitely has now gone to Mamata Banerjee. Would you say that?
No, I will not say that, because I don't see a difference, because I see that
Okay.
it's a joint effort.
So that you are not in favor of that common perception.
No, I am not in the favor of the common perception.
Okay,
I
fair
am
enough. Fair enough.
What I feel, that whatever 3 months back it was there old guard and the new guard, not between Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee. I don't believe this that there is any difference between
Right.
Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee, but it's Mamata Banerjee's direction, it's Mamata Banerjee's party. Mamata Banerjee will take the final call. She will call the shots, but obviously, under her, Abhishek Banerjee will assist, and Abhishek Banerjee will look into the total, in and out of parties' logistics to parties' strategies as what directed by Mamata Banerjee. And whatever meetings or whatever things are happening, that is straightly from the direction of Mamata Banerjee that Abhishek Banerjee is doing. That's what I feel, and that is why, probably these two things, the party change, and also the cabinet reshuffle, you will see that, there is till now, there is no rebel, there is no comments coming in. But if you remember 4 months back, Partha Chatterjee also commented a lot of things. So, a lot of party changes took place. You remember that night when the National General Secretary post and the other post was removed. So I really don't believe this. I believe that it's a constructive effort by both of them, but down the level, if corruption is not going, if the down the level people are resorting to violence, then it will be a difficult fight for Trinamool Congress in 2023 and
Fair enough.
2024. And thanks
Fair
a
enough.
lot,
It seems,
Shogoto.
we are on the same page there. It seems we are on the same page. So essentially, I think this whole exercise is in the wake of the upcoming two very important elections. Obviously, the panchayat elections would be an acid test for Mamata Banerjee after
Right.
this fresh wave of allegations of corruption that has been slapped on her administration at this point in time. Will she be able to get past that? Will she sweep the panchayat polls as she and her party members or rather party leaders are still making it out in the public domain? Will this have a negative impact in the general elections on her party in the 2024? Time will tell. But I think as of now, Mamata Banerjee has been playing a role that she has always been playing. She's been very characteristically Mamata Banerjee
Yeah.
in this reshuffling of her cabinet. She has not gone out of her way. She has been what she has always been, and that is my take. I think we are on the same page over there.
Yeah, we are on the same page, and I'm sure, I know, Shogoto, you have been tirelessly covering every events of Bengal, and now also you are covering the Orpita Parthos drama that is in courtroom. But it was nice talking to you, getting the
Same
insight.
here.
Probably we are on the same side, and the right analysis that our viewers could rightly understand that what this cabinet expansion means for Bengal and also for
Right.
TNC.
Thank you so much.